Good morning, class 7. Before this, we studied about the respiration in animals like insects, cockroach, frog, etc. Also, we have seen the animals breathing under the water like fish and many others living in water. Now, the last topic we are going to discuss, that is plants also respire. So, how plants respire, this you studied in 6th standard, but again we will recall about this. So what is that? See, like other living organism, plant also respire for their survival, as you have learnt in class 6. They also take in oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. So this also you studied, that plants respire, and how they respire, that also you know. They also take oxygen through the air and gives out carbon dioxide. In the cell, oxygen is used to break down glucose. So the oxygen is used in the cell to break down the glucose. Glucose means food, into carbon dioxide. Glucose is break down and used as into carbon dioxide, and water as in other organism. In plants, each part can independently take in oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. So many parts are there in the plants. So they individually take air and gives out carbon dioxide. They can do that. First, roots are there. They take oxygen from the air which is present in the soil, and they absorb the oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide. Again, the leaves also you know, they takes in oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide. Again, they take carbon dioxide and gives out oxygen. So this process is called as first respiration, but this is used for the photosynthesis also. Photosynthesis means making food in plants by the leaves. So independently take in oxygen from the air and give out carbon dioxide. You have already learned in chapter 1 that the leaves of the plants have tiny pores that are called as stomata. So the function of stomata is that take in air and gives out air, means take in oxygen, gives out carbon dioxide, again take in carbon dioxide, gives out oxygen. So for exchange of gases, this stomata is very helpful for the leaves or the plants, called stomata, for exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Also one thing, through this stomata the excess of water is also thrown out from the plant, and that is called as transpiration. This process or this method is called as transpiration. Like all other living cell of the plants, the root cell also need oxygen to generate energy. So first only I told you that roots also absorb oxygen from the air which is present in the soil. So you can see the picture here. Soil particles are shown, then this is the root hair, then air space between the soil particle. From this air space, the air is absorbed through the roots, and oxygen and carbon dioxide is used by these roots. So generate energy. Root takes up air from the airspace present between the soil particles. So I told you this, that from the soil particle the air is taken by the roots, and oxygen and carbon dioxide is also used by the roots. Can you guess what would happen if a potted plant is over water? So what will happen if a potted plant is over water? The plant will die because of excess of water. So see, in this chapter you learned that respiration is a vital biological process. Respiration is a biological process. So the name of the chapter was also respiration in organism. So many organisms respiration we have seen. All living organism needs to respire to get the energy needed for their survival. So respiration process is very important in the living organism, because without respiration the living organism cannot survive. So this was all about the respiration in the chapter, and in this way the chapter is completed.